Welcome to Pack Rat Route and Scale Model Railroad. Today is Sunday, July 21st, 2019. Last month I've been working on some different structures around the cement plant area that I'll go through later in this video. I guess towards after this video I'm going to start working on the operations aspect of the cement plant area. Get the switches up and running. There's a couple of spots in the yard that need to be tweaked a little bit, adjusted. Other than that, I'm going to add some more switches. Build's going by real nice. I haven't worked on it as much as I was wanting to over this last month, but it's just been hot. There's no air here in the train room, so just little by little. That's all you can do. It's not a big race, so everybody knows that. But been having some fun with it. Went to a train show last month. Picked up a few items that I'll show you here also coming up in the video. Well, enjoy. Alright everyone, I went to a train show towards the end of June. Picked up this 89-foot flat car with the containers. That was 20 bucks. He had 3 of those. I had 2 of them in my hand and I put 1 back. So one's good enough anyway. I also picked up this semi-trailer and a couple of railers. I don't know what you actually call those things, but they were $2 a piece. One of them's a Kato that comes with a gauge, also a track gauge, and picked up a couple of sets of tunnel portholes for $5 a piece. I'll need 3 of those. I think I'm going to use 2 of the wood and 1 of the carved stone, but that's still coming in the future. So, and from another vendor I picked up some flock and turf farm pasture and some alpine meadow. And also from the same vendor I picked up, I think it was 7 or 8 packets of evergreen strip tubing and different channels. They were $3 a piece, so it wasn't bad for the nice little train show. It was very crowded. There was lots of vendors, lots of people. Not a lot of railroad setups, but there was a few. So it was really nice to see some up and running railroads. Alright, well, coming up here I'm going to go over all the structures I built. Stay tuned. Alright, here's the first structure I've worked on. This is a car repair facility in the northeast corner underneath the exhaust vent. This is made out of the Walters Kit Superior Paper Company, 2 pieces of the brick side of that paper company. I cut 2 large doors in it and 2 small doors in this side. And this side I just basically flattened down this garage door that came from the Medusa cement plant, and the one in the front also, the smaller service doors. Those I just flattened down with some 60 grit sandpaper. And that doorway, the human doorway, was already there. What it was sections 3 and 4 out of the Superior Paper Company, and I cut this end off here and added it down to this end. Made the front just a little bit narrower and this side just a bit longer, of course. But the old windows that were in it were basically where the cutouts where the large doors are at now. I did it that way so that this had a nice factory seam to make the corner with. So, but it turned out pretty nice. The roof details are out of some of the Walters kits and a Walter roof detail kit. And the back is just for sale sign, styrene, spray painted black. And back up here, I'll show you what I got going on the switches. I'm going to come back and start off. I'll give you a bigger view here. That's where the bog's at. Originally I didn't know what I was going to put up in this corner, but now I do. So we're going to add in 4 more switches, which will give me a 4-foot siding, a 3-foot siding, and a 2-foot siding going from here up to the wall. And then each one of the car repair facility sidings will be about 16, 18 inches long or so. So that'll add a few more cars to my storage area. I'll probably be able to get 60, 70 cars up in there, especially the 2-bay hoppers. They're nice and short. It's a pretty nice build. I'm happy about it. I'll have going around here, down inside there, that'll be a concrete going around the facility, except for where this 2-foot switch will be back in there. But then I'll have the car wheels and everything and different things laying around the area, and all the other sidings will butt up almost up against the wall, so that they're nice and long. Well, that's the first structure. 8 more to go. Okay, the next structure I built is out of pike stuff. It comes out of the mat kit. It's got nice a lot of pieces in it. That human door I had to cut out. This is a factory door, as well as this end piece. Those are all the factory pieces. It has some Walther's roof detail kits pieces on the top, and I cut 3 7-inch silos, so that makes them a little over 90 feet tall. It's a schedule 40 2-inch PVC, so it comes out to about 32 scale feet or so. This offload structure here I had built during my last video, but I had it up against where the silos would be. I'm going to put it out closer to the yard, and it will have basically an underground conveyor going over to the bucket elevator to the top of that, and that'll go just up to this spot here right before the crossover. That siding will stop there, and it'll start back up here. I'll put a switch in right here, so it's got I'll have another nice long siding area to push some cars up into when this loadout shed is not being used. That'll be for the iron ore, silica, and other different types of materials that'll drop on down to the conveyor. The large sheet of corrugated plastic back there is going to represent the large main meal storage building. Once I get everything situated, that'll determine the size of that building as far as length goes, because there will be a road access over here where the bags of flock and turf are at. That road access will go all the way down along in there. And next to this I'll have my blending silos, and then that goes into the main meal silo with the exhaust stack on it. Alright, the next buildings I've been working on is the preheater tower. This is the blower filter part of the building. There's some blower and some more pipe that I added, some turbines on top out of some odd pieces and syringe pieces and just whatever I could find that looks industrial. Came out pretty nice. Some louvers from one of the Walther's kits glued on the outside. The siding is just an evergreen piece of siding plastic, And then I used some pike stuff to make the small blower shed. That'll eventually cut piece of pipe will hook on to the exhaust pipe going up there. And the blower building in the back there, blower house, that's just some pieces out of the North Island refinery that I glued together and stacked together, and some more PVC pipe and some other pieces out of other kits to make the piping. I also cut this door a little taller. I'll do the same on the other side to that one. There, it's almost a matching set. So that really greatly increased the size of the preheater tower. Alright, the next building is the blower filter building for their cool side of the cement plant here. I also built another water cooling tower, Tomitech. There comes two of those in a kit, so I got both of those displayed now. This here I built out of pike stuff again. It comes out the front there piece is the TriStar Industries. There was windows and a door there, but I replaced them with some louvers and a pipe louver. The netting that's inside that pipe louver is out of a garlic clove bag it comes with 3 cloves of garlic in it, and the netting came out pretty nice inside there. A little piece of tubing and a syringe piece, and that's going to be the blower side of it. Out here, this is the trash silo for when they do clean outs, and bad material will go to this silo here. This is out of the Superior Paper Company, one of the silos out of that. And the shed itself is pieces from pike stuff kits, either the Mac or the TriStar Industries. I cut that human door. This human door was already there, and the large door was already a factory piece. The roof pieces are factory pieces. I just cut off maybe a 1/4 inch or so off the back of it. Okay, the last building here is the train maintenance shed slash break room area for the yard crew. This is also, I'll have a couple of POVs, their personal vehicles, sitting outside here parked. And this is another pike stuff pieces that were basically pieced together. I cut the human door in the back there. I'm also thinking about putting a sanding tower out here and a diesel drum. So it's got its loading facility, and it's got some details from the Walthers roof detail kits. And this turned out pretty nice. The back side, of course, is just plastic for sale sign, styrene, spray painted tan, just like everything else I've done. Anything that is not seen is done with just cheap styrene, spray painted the same color. I save all the textured detail pieces for the exposed.